Hi guys, happy Tuesday and welcome to the team call. Thanks for being on. I just realized that I think we're doing this at an hour earlier and that's my fault. I think we usually do it at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Anyways, doesn't matter, small detail. It's always recorded, of course, so you'll be watching the recording. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I've got some really good stuff that I learned a couple weekends ago at Midwest Mania about goal setting that I really wanted to share with you guys. I'll be using my notes to chat about it tonight, but I just really kind of wanted to share, and I think it's a great new exercise and thing that we can do to kind of set goals and to hit them and to make a choice around what we're doing in the goals. But before we get started with that, I just want to do a quick announcement about our recognition for the week. So let me just shout out all of the recognition for the week of October 23rd through the 30th. So for our top coaches, we had Meredith Gersten with 780. Rick Del Carlo was 773, Emma Owen was 755, Tristan Vance was 690, and Selma Perez with 635. For the 1,000 Club, we had Aaron Pitcher with 4429, Brittany Powers with 4172, Carly Del Carlo with 2805, Alexa Campbell 2427, and Nick Miranda with 1,080. Those are some majorly high numbers, so congratulations, you guys. For top recruiters, we had Brittany Powers with 5, Britton Regan with 2, Carly Del Carlo 2, Christina Fissler 2, Devin Luckenbach with 2, Eric Owen with 2, Jenny Portis with 2, Kirsten Esquivel with 2, and Vanessa Brown with 2. So awesome job, you guys. Those are some really great numbers, and I love seeing recruiting on the team, because honestly, that is like recruiting is what's going to build our business, and it's what's going to help spread the word about what we're doing and spread our mission. And I just always feel like whenever I start talking about coaching, it's kind of like my duty to talk about this, because it's changed my life so much that I feel like I should, how can I keep that inside of me when it's changed the course of Adam and my life, drastically. So I just feel like it's kind of like my mission, or something that I want to do to make sure that people know about what network marketing is and what it can do for their life. So anyways, let's go ahead and just dive right in. This is going to be a pretty quick call. There's not a ton of content, but just a new way to look at goal setting. So let's just dive right in. So the first thing that we need to do with goal setting is we need to have a vision. So hopefully you have some paper where you can write this down, because there's going to be some steps here along with this. So when we first start with goal setting, we want to have vision. We want to have this idea of where we want to go. So when you think of your vision, and when you think of like a day in the life of your perfect life, what does that look like? What does a perfect day in the life look like for you? It's going to be different than my perfect day in the life, than whoever else's day in the perfect life, right? So you got to figure out what it looks like to you. So once you have a vision of where you want your life to be, then we can start picking out specific goals within that vision. So we need to pick out one goal. So for tonight, I'm going to ask you to pick one goal out of that vision that's going to help you get to that point. So like for me, I'm just going to give you an example. Like if I were doing this exercise 2 years ago, maybe my vision would have been elite coach. So when I was doing my goal setting in 2013, I was reading the book by Chalene Johnson called Push, and I made this goal. I wanted to be an elite coach, but Chalene, that book pushed me to say, okay, I'm going to go for top 10. And it was this crazy idea. I went into 2013 as an unstable diamond coach, and I was going to go for top 10. And so it was this crazy idea that I had, and this crazy thing that I was doing. But that was the vision. So that was my goal. So maybe my goal was to be an elite coach, or my goal was to, maybe one of those goals was to get one of my personally sponsored coaches to diamond, or to do this. So there's a lot of goals that help you along the way to get to that final vision, or to where you want to be. So really something that I'm working on now in my business is I really want to be part of the Millionaires Club, and I want to be there before I turn 31. So I want to be in the Millionaires Club when I'm 30. That's a goal of mine. So I turned 31 on August 12th in 2016. So my goal is to be inducted into the Millionaires Club before then. So that's a goal that I'm going to use throughout this process, just to give you guys an example. So my vision is to hit the Millionaires Club and do that by the time before I turn 31. So I'm going to freedom, financial freedom and time freedom to do what I want when I want and to help others do that. But one of the pieces in that vision is to hit the Millionaires Club. So I'm going to grab that piece, I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to focus on that for my goal setting tonight. So once you have your vision, once you pick out one of the goals from your vision, what we need to do is we need to identify what the enemy or what the obstacle is to that goal. So we need to figure out what is going to come into our way, what is going to try and stop us from hitting that goal. And we need to be proactive about it versus reactive about it. So when we're thinking about that enemy or that objective or that obstacle that we're going to hit, we have to come up with solutions. So right now in this step, in step 2, you're going to write down all of the objections that are going to hold you back from that goal. And from there, you're going to write a solution, a counterpart or a solution to help you overcome that obstacle. Okay, and this kind of brings us right into the third point. So the third point, we are going to make a T-graph. So if you guys have ever been in an accounting class, you know those like T-graphs? Like seriously, those are a lot of fun, right? So we're going to put on this T-graph, we're going to put our goal on the top of that T-graph. And my goal is Millionaire Club. And then on one side, we're going to say defeat, and one side, we're going to say victory. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to list on each side of that bar graph or T-graph, I'm going to list what actions I need to take to either be defeated in reaching that goal or to earn victory. So something that I could write down, if I'm going to get defeat, like if I'm not going to make my goal of hitting Millionaires Club, what does that look like? What actions, what would happen? What obstacles would be in my way? For me, that would be getting complacent, feeling like I'm making enough money in this business. I don't really need to push or build as strong as I was in the beginning. Like stopping recruiting, going into management mode where I'm just managing my team versus building it and recruiting all the time, failing to post about the business, failing to have one-on-one calls with my team, failing to help my team build their business. There's a lot of things on the defeat side. Okay, that's going to not help me hit the Millionaires Club. But then if I go over to the victory side, what things should I be doing that are going to help me hit the Millionaires Club? I need to create better systems. I need to be more efficient in getting coaches started right. I need to recruit more. I need to have more coaches on my team. I need to help my coaches learn how to recruit more. That kind of goes in with the better systems, right? I need to be connected with the right people. For me personally, I need to, I'm really working on getting my website up and getting my email list going so that I don't always have to rely on social media. And once I get that up and going, I'll share all that with you guys. But for now, it's just a project I'm working on. So something that I have to work on, that I'm doing to build my following. Continue to build up all of my social media venues that I'm working on. These are all actions that I need to take to be victorious in hitting, being a part of the Millionaires Club by that time. Okay, so once you have all of that down, and I'm saying I want you to take time to just pour out your brain into this brainstorming session. Brainstorm, 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 okay? Brainstorm. And then you have a choice. Your fourth step is to choose a side. Okay? That's kind of crazy, right? Choose a side, because it's really easy. It's all laid out there for you. It's really easy to say, I'm going to take victory. But you know what? Today you may say, I'm going to take victory, but 2 weeks down the road when things get hard and tough, are you going to choose victory or are you going to choose defeat? So this is when you need to say, I need to have this up somewhere. I need to have this on my vision board. I need to know and be reminded of this daily, why I'm doing this. I need to go back to my vision and my why. Once you've chosen a side, which of course you're going to choose victory, you're of course going to choose that because you want this for yourself. That's when you have to organize and rank things. So you have this whole list of things that are going to help you reach this goal. What is most important? You have to prioritize it, and that's how you know where you put your time forward. Okay? So it's taking a side, picking a side, and you need to go with that and stick with it and commit to it. And then you need to organize and rank and prioritize and make a plan. Okay, so you need to make a plan. This is like your blueprint for hitting that goal. Okay, and along the way, there's going to be so many times when that defeat comes in. There's going to be times when on step 2, remember how we identified the obstacles? Those obstacles are going to come out. But if you go back to how you can, if you're constantly reminding yourself that you can overcome that stuff, you will overcome it. It's just about believing, whatever we believe is who we are and what happens to us, right? So you have to talk positively to yourself. You cannot have negative self-talk. You cannot talk on the defeat side. You cannot believe in your heart that you're going to be on the defeat side. Even though you want victory, you have to wholeheartedly believe that the victory is going to happen. Okay? And when those obstacles come up, you're optimistic that you're going to overcome those obstacles. So that's really all that I have tonight. A super short call, but hopefully that just gives you a whole new perspective on goal setting. And it can be a small goal. It can be a big goal. It can be whatever you choose it to be. But whatever it is, hopefully that it helps you reach that goal. There's so many different small goals that you can be setting as a coach. You can set a goal of, I just want to hit Success Club this month. That's a huge goal. That's an awesome goal. Go for it. I want to hit Success Club 10. I want to sign 2 coaches. I want to make it to Diamond Coach. I want to be able to get to Summit next year. I want to be able to get to the Team Triceps retreat that I'm starting to plan. There's a lot of things that you have goals in. Maybe you want to start a fit club. Maybe you want to become a fitness instructor. Whatever that goal is that you have, we've got to make a plan and a blueprint and be prepared for what's going to come our way as we attempt to achieve that. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for being on. Have an awesome night, and we will see you very soon. Thanks, guys. Love you all. See you soon.